कृपा बरसाए रखना है।
Radhe Radhe. Welcome to Krishna Bhakti Ras 33.
राधा रानी मेरी विनती यही है, राधा रानी कृपा बरसाए रखना है।
Today's Katha is a lovely Leela of our dear Mother Radha, Brajeshwari, Brishbanu Dulari, Ladli Ji, and one of her devotees. So before we start with the story, it's nice if you can go with me to Varsana. Just imagine the beautiful Sri Ji temple located on top of the hill. Let's start climbing the stairs so we can go up and take darshan. So this story is about a devotee who lived in Varsana, and his name was Brajadas, and he loved Mother Radha like a daughter. He felt that she is my daughter, and he was married. So when his wife gave birth, he named the little girl Radha. And that way he could always take her name whenever he called his daughter Radha, Radhe, Radha. So Radha was never far from his mind, from his heart. Brajadas would work the whole day to support his family. And when the day was over, he would go to Sri Ji temple, take darshan, listen to the kirtan, and sit down and hear discourses of the saints and get association of the saints who were there in the temple. So we should learn from the life of Brajadas. First is that he named his daughter Radha. And we should also make sure and give our children powerful names, strong names, names that will give them energy. And also if we give them names of gods, then we will take the name of the god while calling our children. Another thing we must learn is that Brajadas would work the whole day. He took care of his family, but after the work was over, he would also give time to his spiritual life and sit down in the temple. So he's a perfect example of a grihastha. So he got to know the saints there very well. And one day, one of the saints told him that I want to go to Nandagaon tomorrow. And I have a lot of luggage. But I don't have the money to hire a rickshaw or anything. So can you go with me and help me with my luggage? And Brajadas agreed. He said, sure, I can go with you. But we should leave in the morning at 4 o'clock. Because it was already June, the weather was very, very hot. So he wanted to leave at 4 so he could be back in Barsana by 10 o'clock. So they left on time. But the saint who was going with him, who had requested him, was not well. He had a health issue. So every now and then, the saint would want to stop, take some rest, drink some water. And due to this, when they reached Nandagaon, it was already 11 a.m. in the morning. And the sun was already very hot by then. So Brajadas went inside. Wherever the saint wanted to stay, he dropped his luggage off there. And he turned around and said, I have to leave. I have to go Barsana. So the saint told him, no, wait. Why are you in a hurry? It's so hot. Sit down here, eat something, drink water. And when the sun goes down a bit, you can go home more comfortably. And you know what Brajadas said? He said, Radha is my daughter. And she's married to this Krishna of Nandagaon. And I don't know if you're aware, but the custom used to be before that when a man went to the house of a married daughter, any parents, man, woman, as long as the parents went, they would not take even a glass of water in the house of their daughter. Even today, many of them are practicing that. So he said, I cannot take anything in Nandagaon. This is the sasural of my daughter. Now, when he said daughter, of course, he was referring to our Divine Mother. So the saint was surprised, but at the same time, he was also inspired by the bhakti of Brajadas. So he allowed to let him go. And Brajadas immediately left for Barsana. But it was really very, very hot. Maybe the temperature was 45 degrees, 50 degrees. It was the heat of the midday sun. The sun was strong. The earth was scorched. And his throat was parched. He kept going. He kept going. But he was losing energy with every step. And this is Nandagaon. So our Krishna Kanhaiya, our Lalla, is very active in Nandagaon. And he makes sure that everybody who comes to Nandagaon is taken care of. So when he saw Brajadas struggling, Krishna started following him in the heat of the sun. Barefoot also. Krishna was also barefoot. He followed him. And Brajadas, when he reached a tree, he thought, let me rest for a while. It's too hot. I really cannot go on. He sat under the tree and he became unconscious. And Krishna saw this. Krishna said, I can help him, but he is a devotee of my Radhe. So it's better if Radha will help him. So Krishna went immediately to the palace of Radha Rani. And she was surprised to see him. She said, Kanhaiya, what are you doing here at this time? It's 12 o'clock, it's so hot, what are you doing here? And then our Kanha is mischievous. He said, I came to tell you that your father is lying unconscious between Nandagaon and Barsana. And you should help him. And Radha said, what father? Which father? Brikshbanu? Then Kanha explained everything to her about Brajadas. And he told her, now you should take the form of his daughter. Remember, Brajadas had a daughter called Radha. And bring him prasadam, bring him water, and revive him. So Mother Radha, she went running. She went running in the heat of the day, also barefoot. She brought a thali of prasadam, water. She went to Brajadas. She put her hand on his head and said, Baba, Baba. And Brajadas, he woke up. The touch of Mother Radha woke him up. She said, Baba, I have brought some food for you. And Brajadas, he started crying. He thought it was his daughter from Barsana who had come. He said, how did you come here? You have saved my life, Radha. You have saved my life today. I would have died now. And he told her, I just want to keep looking at you today. I don't know why, Radha. I just want to keep looking at you. Of course, this was the real Mother Radhe So why would he not want to keep looking at her? Even she was disguised in the form of his daughter, but her vibrations, her presence is so powerful. He said, I just want to keep looking at you today, Radha. And she said, yeah, that's because all parents, they love their children, so you want to look at me, but you should eat now, drink some water. And then she said, I have to rush back to Barsana because we have some guests at home. So you eat this, take some rest, and then you slowly follow me. So Mother Radha disappeared. And Brajdas started eating the bhojan. He could not believe how tasty it was. He had never had food with that kind of taste. Even the water tasted sweet. And as he ate the food and drank the water, he got a lot of energy. All his pains, his body pains, his tiredness disappeared, and he became like fresh, like new. Of course, because this was given by none other than our dear divine Ma Radhe. So he got his energy back and he headed for Varsana. When he reached his home, he told his daughter, thank you for coming. You saved me today. And the daughter said, Baba, what are you talking about? I did not come. He said, but you came, you gave me food, you gave me water, and you even told me that we have guests at home and you have to rush back. She said, Baba, but when I did not come, how could I have given you food? How could I have told you I have guests at home? And then Brajdas understood. He realized it was our Ma Radhe, Vrikshbanu Dulari, who had come to save him. He ran immediately to the Sriji temple. He ran up the stairs. He went and took darshan. He thanked her. And he could see that the Vigraha was smiling at him, laughing at him, as if to say, yes, it was me who came. This is the Leela. This is how Mother Radha, this is how Kanha take care of their devotees. They really take care of us. Please do not doubt such Leelas. If you doubt such Leelas, then we are doubting the ability of Radha and Krishna. Can they not do anything? Is there anything that they cannot do? Let us not doubt. And if we doubt, how will they ever come to us? Because they will say, this person is doubting. Let us be inspired by these stories. And if we have the same bhav like Brajdas, who knows, we too might get darshan. Thank you for listening. Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe.
राधा रानी ओ मुझे तेरा ही